Yeah, I don't know what's happening here. That's really badly wrinkled. I gotta find a different shirt. I don't know what's worse, this shirt or this shirt. Hang on. Which shirt is worse? Which wrinkled shirt I have to quickly. Which shirt is wrinkled the most? This one or the other one? They're both wrinkled. I gotta iron. We gotta iron. All right, let's get our coffee started. So this is this fit is not what I'm wearing for the day. I just ran. We getting everything done. That's all. Okay. So Monday. Monday, everybody. What's up? Everybody, welcome. Okay. It is the last week of August, the last full week of August. Why am I whispering that? That's fucking crazy, right? It's a little disheartening. I love summer. It's the best. So it's okay. We're gonna keep it moving. It's the best time of the year. Let's just say that. It's the best. Yogurt, milk, coffee. Here we go. Last night I had the Mad Funny competition, which my boyfriend came to support and give the vote. I'm not super ecstatic with how it went for me personally. I got to work on. Hi, Victor. Hi, Green Eye Tomboy. Hi, Wingman Web. Welcome. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm Michele Traina. If you're just tuning in, I'm a comedian, host, streamer, actor. I don't know, making coffee, talking about my comedy journey here. I had 3 shows this week, Friday, Saturday. Yesterday was a competition. Good morning, Oki. And it was, so what I didn't realize was it wasn't like a show where there's tickets. Like all the comics just showed up, sign up for their order, and then everybody judges, everybody picks one person they would vote for. Comics vote, and they can't vote for themselves. And you can also bring a guest to the show, or as many guests as you want, and they can vote. I'm not Armenian, sorry. I am Italian American. So the majority of the audience was comedians I've worked with, and I circuit the mics with, the shows, etc. There were, I just need to, I knew in my head, I was like, this is a 20-something crowd. None of my mom jokes are going to work. So the most bringers win? No, not at all. I definitely didn't win. I don't know who won. I don't know where they announced it. Well, they didn't announce it last night at the show. They said they were going to post it or something. It just, John was saying how he's like, well, it's because you did your divorce jokes. But I was like, yeah, my mom jokes aren't my divorce jokes. In my head, those aren't my divorce jokes. But I guess, like, I can see what he means. Like, just not relatable to the crowd I was in. I'm just lost a little bit. I don't know. I'm going to keep working on my observational jokes and just things that I observe and making jokes about that. I'm going to go in strong with the mic tonight. 10 straight hit jokes, observational stuff. I'm giving the number 10 in my head because I want to rattle off 10 straight jokes, not like fumbling through storytelling. Daniel, good morning. How are you doing? Beautiful Monday morning. Yeah, it's very cloudy and rainy here. What exactly do they win? $500 cash prize and a spot at the Stand Show in September, which he said he's going to have Shane Gillis on, which is crazy, right? What's cash prize? So my boyfriend had a really good perspective of like being motivated instead of being like, because I was like, I'm disappointed in myself or just feeling disappointed or whatever. Not really disappointed, I guess, but like, oh man, I suck kind of thing. And I'm like, don't have that attitude. Just like you saying, you should feel motivated and pumped to know that that's the area I'm going to focus in on. It's just, it's like I gotta tell myself like, Michelle, look around. These guys are into vaping. You're into figuring out, if the leotards are dry. It's not. I'm just saying, like, this isn't like, ugh. Also, the other women that went, it just was like another clarification of like, all right, is this all we talk about? Dating and daddy issues, being mom. The other one was a single mom too. But I think the other woman voted for me. She's like, how do you spell your last name? I was like, oh, that's sweet. Thank you. What exactly? Weed jokes seem to work with all crowds. Well, I think the thing is, I don't smoke weed, and I have done a joke about me being the least likely person to be able to get high. People think I should get high just to calm down, and it would have the reverse effect on me. It would be like I would make every single strand of cannabis high strung, neurotic, have to find a therapist to get a fucking prescription to calm themselves down. So what I'm going to do today is look at what's going on in the world. First of all, Hayden Panettiere died. Yikes. Yeah, that's true. Hayden Panettiere died. Did you guys see that in the news? Yikes. Instead of an overdose. And then I went to continue to read on about it. She doesn't have custody of her kid, or she gets her child's father has full custody of the kid too. I was like, damn. That's sad. Very sad. So I was like looking up topics to just talk about today. That's hot, like an observational shit in my life, and also just topics that are in the news. She was in that movie as a kid, football movie. I forgot. I remember her first big movie role. She was a little kid. I forgot that movie. What was the football? Denzel Washington. What was the name of the movie? The first movie, Hayden Panettiere. Not really, wasn't her first movie, but she was a kid. Denzel Washington was in it. Remember the Titans? Was it that? No. Was it? You guys remember? I don't watch TV. I just watch streaming platforms. You sound like my mom. Do you watch? By the way, I'm on the beginning of the Kill Tony behind the scenes MSG on YouTube. I saw myself. You guys want to see? I'll show you in a second. Remember the Titans was it? Yes, thanks, Nugs Bunny. Boom. Good movie. It's Monday. Okay, so I am pumped to just get the writing mojo going today. And I'm very pumped because regardless of yesterday, makes me I was happy to like introduce my boyfriend to some of the comics that I talk about and be a part of what's going on. It makes my heart full. I love that. And also like to have somebody that's so supportive of, my world means the world to me. Ari Mahdi's, yeah. So do you watch? So you guys. So wait, was it released on YouTube now? I thought it was just behind the scenes. Hold on. Oh, they did post a little bit. I see. Okay. Yeah, Ari Mahdi did crush, especially the first night. He did it both nights. I liked his new jokes in the first night. So I mean, so good, so good. Yeah, because I think you can still buy them on the streaming on his like streaming platform thing. You can see me. You can see me. Not like not a lot, but it's like right in the background. A couple of people I know were like right there. So, hi Chris, what's going on? Yes, I is the one and only. Chris, we haven't seen you in a minute. Tomorrow night, Drew Nickens is going to be on my YouTube stream. He will be interviewed. So we're interviewing Drew Nickens tomorrow night, in addition to the other stream in the morning. But he'll be on. Very exciting. Hopefully, I don't know. I have to figure out the Streamlabs situation. I'm on my phone again today. I wanted to go through my webcam, but I didn't have time to do just a sound check. I was like, let me just go and do it through here, and then tomorrow we'll get it hopefully worked out. Get it worked out. What, you got one for me? What, let me know when I need an ego boost? What do you mean? All right, you guys want to see? Ready? Now is that we can read what you write. Actually, it might get flagged. So I'm gonna have to do this. Okay, hang on. See if we can show you. Let's see. What's the ego boost? I want to. Here, let's see if I can show you real quick. Ooh, that does not look good in that direction. All right, I'm gonna pause it. You had a contractor job outside. Okay. Here I am, right in the background. There I am. I don't know what I'm doing. That was it. I think I was in the background again, but ooh, what is it? What is it? Greg Fitzsimmons is a great. Yeah, I know. I opened for Greg at Bananas. Wait for it. Stretching this morning. So the Mad Funny competition, I just feel like the jokes that might have worked for my type 5 needs. I have to have an alternate type 5. He's been here on you. Oh wait, Oki's gonna give me a fun fact. So he's been on YouTube since 2009 and has 5 million views. You have 15 million, 3 times as many views. Oh, thank you. I love that. I appreciate that very much. Look at us. Moving on up. Mm, 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 mm. YouTube. Listen, I think even my daughter said, she goes, Mom, remember like a couple years ago, you were like really in less time. Oh, thank you. That's a true point. In less time, you think? Yeah, some people on social media, like their Instagrams are high, but their YouTubes are small. Mine's like the opposite. And it's only gonna get better. Woohoo! All right. I want to hear from you. What do you want me to create a joke about for the open mic? What's something that you want? I'm just curious. So let's go with the chat. So the chat, you give me the topic, and I will write a joke about it. Yeah, and how high can Craig Fitzsimmons kick his leg? Did he kick high? No. I have 2 different socks on. Actually, my extension feels like it's gotten better since I've been doing this. Maybe not. Like wasn't straight. Whew. So this is the next thing we're really working for. Oh, cool. I forgot I have to be at Staten Island on Sunday. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I have to really hope something I have to do works out today because I just forgot I have a show on Staten Island Sunday night. Okay, so this is a weekend that's coming up. I have Saturday. This is happening. Okay, I was chosen top 10 finalist for the Jersey Shore competition, Jersey Shore comic competition, the Vogel Theater at Count Basie Center. 10 of us. Now, you guys know my friend Manny. He's been on my live stream before. He actually got chosen as well. So I'm very excited that we're like, boom, let's go. Because we were, yes, hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Let's go. It's jumping down. We're going to get to 100 likes again today. I know it. We got the last 2 days, we got to 100. We got this. So I don't know the other 8 or the other 8 finalists. I haven't seen anybody post. Let's see if I could look it up. Jersey Shore Comic Competition. I do think that these competitions are important for me this year to tighten my 5. So I'm going to actually apply for a few more locally. Like there's the Montclair Comedy Festival. Let's see. Does it have any? Click here to view results. Oh, no, that's Best of Jersey Shore. Never mind. Hang on. Here, and I'm going to put this in the chat. Guys, don't forget. Ooh, no at the open mic? What do you mean? Compare hecklers to online trolls. Okay. It's similar. Thank you, Dante. What's good morning? Dante Cervantes. Never mind? Why? I did do let's see if I could show you guys. Oh, the clip from this week from Colonial Comedy is up. The whole video, sorry, for members only. Well, go for it. 5 a.m. Writers Club stream, and what? You guys write the jokes? No, I would also like to write the jokes. Or I was thinking of doing my boyfriend's gonna be like, stop talking about the 5 a.m. Writers Club. Why can't I get into my Twitter? My ex. Called X. I still like calling it I like calling it Twitter. I don't know. Hang on, guys. Watch your sets, dig more into single parent. Woe is B says, I've watched your sets, dig more into single parent poor life. You are more relaxed when talking about your life. John, did you hear that? But that's the struggle I'm having. Yes, I'm more relaxed talking about it. It's just not connecting to certain audiences. Last night, granted, I was a little nervous. Okay, let's say I'm at an open mic. They're not laughing at those jokes at all. I mean, the girls are. Some older men are because they're like, oh, I'm a parent too. But we're all poor. Okay, so whoa, you're saying the poor life. Parent poor life? Okay. I guess I'm now in my head. I don't know what I just did with this. Hang on again. Hang on. I mean, being poor, I guess, versus being rich. I don't know. So you're saying do joke about being a single parent, the single parent poor life. Thank you for watching the content. I appreciate that. We are all poor. That is, are we all poor? whether it's figuratively or literally. We're all poor. Well, I mean, see if this, it's just, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like this. I think that it has to, like, my friend Oscar had said, he said, you got to go in with two sets. He said, you got to come in with two different fives. I was like, okay. Like, because I thought there might be an audience. What is it? Yes, people don't pay money to listen to pissing and moaning. Yeah, I understand. Tragic meals, a single parent, poor life. I'm working rooms down here in Florida. Either talk about being poor or single parent. Oh, sorry. Well, are you in comedy? Either be poor or go raunchy, he says. I mean, I don't know if I want to say some of the ones I wrote last week on here. So, yeah, I mean, listening to everybody's jokes too is helpful because 10 funny observations from the weekend. Okay. Every male stand-up comedian I'm around sometimes just looks like they spend money on vaping and White Claws. And it's okay. It's just that came into my head last night when I was like, all right, the guy that's probably going to win looks like he hasn't showered in 3 weeks and looks like a like Kendrick Lamar sized Jesus because he was huge, not like in a big way. He was 12. I was like, is that the guy that's going to fuck? I know, but anyway, I'm just making an observation. The other observation. What's another observation of the weekend? What's another observation for? Oh yeah, okay. Lakes are I love. We went to the lake on Saturday, but lakes are the skeeviest. Lakes are the poor man's water. You can't go to the beach. You go to that fucking lake. Like you're. I don't know. I mean that's not right because it's actually cost. It's not that cheap. But a lake, like in the summertime, your social status. If you're going to down the shore, you're going to the pool, or you're going to the lake. Ponds. Remember ponds? Do people go in ponds? Whoa. Oh, that's great. I don't know how people vape. It's supposed to be like the worst thing for you ever. Meanwhile, I just poured a whole thing, literally a pint of sugar in my coffee. But at least I'm not vaping. Just kidding. Yeah, I remember when weed was illegal and in New Jersey, and it was like, oh my god. And now it's just like people have businesses thriving from it. You know, you really are into like if you're really into cannabis, you like somebody that's that into the weed should start a business. That's what I always say. I'm like, the thing is, before it became legal, I was like, if someone that is going to start a business with weed, they have to stop smoking weed so they get motivated to fucking get off their ass and do it. But not everybody who does weed is. I feel like there are people that actually can still function, but there's people that are just like, oh, I'm stoned, and it's like, all right, you know. I never understood the merit. I used to see that out. I used to see years ago. I used to see the effects of what marijuana would do to people who already were unmotivated. So that's why I was like, hey, I'm gonna stick with a glass of wine. But even with alcohol, I just antidepressants, right? Good morning, Brad. Most comics use Adderall or speed. We were just talking about the one of the comics was talking about like the Adderall shortage, and then I asked my boyfriend. He's like, yeah, it's always like hard to get because it's always a hard to get drug. Good morning. Okay. So the comp, I don't know who comp went okay. It was actually good to connect with other comics that I don't know that came in from New York. But I knew most of them I knew. There was another comic that came down from like Philly. So we connected on Instagram. That was cool. Well, Theo Von's been sober for a while. I remember him from Road Rules days because I remember going like when he was on my friend Doug's show a while ago, like 8 years ago. He Doug was like, "You can't bring up Road Rules." I said, "I'm not going to." He's like, "Oh well, his at the time wife really loved him from Road Rules," and he was like, "Yeah, you can't bring that up because he doesn't like to talk about it." Okay, that's fair, which I find interesting because that's how you kind of write your start. But oh yeah, I know, but that's a very big. There's a lot going through Looney Bin. I know there's a lot though at Bricktown. Isn't Bricktown a chain too? I have to watch the times they have. What is Jesselneck doing, by the way? Like I haven't seen what he's been doing in a minute because I'm looking at comics that if I keep working on my material, I could potentially feature for, and that's important for me because I feel like right now I don't know where my comedy would lie with like I like would love to open for Chris Stefano. I just don't know. Definitely would have to shift some of my material around. Cypher Sounds is a great person to open for. I feel like I worked well with that audience. I'd reached out. I think he's in Europe or something with Dave Chappelle, but I'll reach out again. I just don't want to. I don't know what else to keep saying. If he already has openers, he's doing stuff, but I'm gonna keep trying. Full overtime. Oops, that kind of hurt my shoulders a little bit there. The level is host, feature, headliner. So typically, when I were at Bananas, I say I opened for Christina Mariani because I hosted the show. Her feature was Ridge Hirschberger. I have featured for Kevin Farley, Alonzo Bowden, Cypher Sounds. There's another one I featured for. Oh, this guy, I forgot his name. He was on Def Comedy Jam. He's like a magician comedian. There's another feature, Blair Soki. I featured for. Of course they get money, yeah. Of course. 100% they get money. Hosts get less though, typically. Speaking of which, I have to reach out to Bananas. Now, I have been getting booked on a good portion of shows upcoming in September, October, but tonight it's going to count for me to go in strong with new jokes that are working or not working. And I got to make them like observational. Parent Poor Life, Online Trolls. What other ones do you think I should write about? Well, I have hosted a lot. I have. I mean, Joe Gore, that whole Real Housewives of New Jersey show, when I had a manager, he got me that gig, which was great. That audience loved me primarily because I was like, some of my strongest sets came from those shows because I know that community well. And like Melissa Gorga came backstage when I was at City Winery. I had already met her and everything, but she came back and she's like, "You're really funny," and I was like, I got like goosebumps because I know if you don't know Bravo, you're not in the Bravo universe. I am. I like those silly shows. Although I will say I have been binging Tires all weekend, and I'm I'm liking that show more than I liked it before. Like at first I liked it because my boyfriend was watching it, and I was like, oh, this has got all comics, and I really should watch this. And I'm like, yeah, you need to watch all these types of shows, Michelle. So doing that too. Anyway, so that's what I did with that whole Real Housewives show, and I lost that gig when I lost the manager when we parted ways, but it's okay. It's fine. But I knew that that's an avenue where those other jokes would work, so I save them for that. However, I also wrote jokes for that audience, and they worked because I know the shows, and but ideally, to become a really funny, well-known comic, you got to appeal to all those audiences, and you also have to be able to tap into them. Like there are comedians who tap into that Bravo universe that just work in that universe, like Heather McDonald. There's one that does the impressionist of Teresa Giudice. Comedian. Hang on. Andrea Lopez. I've met her. She does a lot of like impressions of reality stars, and she's also a stand-up. Bravo TV. See, no, John does not watch Bravo. That is the opposite of what he does not do that. So, but I understand that like you have to expand outside your. It's just that's not going to make me a better comedian. However, there are comedians that are in that. See how this keeps breaking? It's so fucking annoying. This has been like this since I moved in, and I always have to fix it every once in a while. I just wanted to show you guys what I started to do. To clean that. It's gross. What I started to do in my house, my backyard. Oh, that's disgusting. Why are there so many birds? Because I have a forest growing in my backyard, and I'm gonna have to. Oh, fucking A, man! What the hell? There's also like a bird's nest that's in our front yard. Like this is a mess. I started to do it yesterday. There's a lot of them. Good morning. How are you? Yeah, it's horrible, right? I don't like it. It's the neighbors. They're not supposed to be that close to the house, but I guess years ago they had a family that lived there, and someone lived here, someone lived next door, and they made an addition, and it just was like extremely close to the other house, and I don't know what. That's it. I don't know. That was just weird. It's super close. I gotta fix this. Okay. So back to writing for the audience that I could say is better than writing for the general audience. I have to always probably at this point, if getting on Kill Tony and killing is my it does look ghetto. That's exactly it. It looks very ghetto. I have to write for the masses as opposed to just writing for my voice. Well, writing from my voice, but observational. I think I was thinking more observational of like jokes on topics, but now that I'm just thinking of like, what do you observe and make a joke about it kind of thing. You know, I was thinking of like topical jokes, but I can do that as well. I just feel like, is 33 too young for me? My boyfriend is 36, and so I think that's a good point for me. He is my you know. And put this over here. Let me see. Yeah, they were doing a joke about, or they were talking about this thing, two girls, one cup. Do you guys know what that is? I don't. I only know it because my boyfriend told me a little bit about it, but like I don't know. I've never watched it, nor am I really want to. But apparently, I'm missing a lot of these types of references, or not references, but what are they called? Like um, pop culture. It's not really pop culture. I'm out of the loop, is what I'm saying. Topical is best. Lots of jokes and callbacks. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't. If you guys could, it's like I read what it is, and there's like the reactions on YouTube, and I'm like, I don't even want to watch it, but I'm just like, I should. And someone brought up blue waffle as like a yoga pose yesterday, and then the host Charlie, who also is, it's his company, Mad Funny. He's like, it's my friend who's like 45 didn't understand these references, and I'm like, that would be me, as I'm almost 45. I don't find it funny. I just don't know like I don't know what's in that to understand the references, except that yeah, that's it, you know? And so I was nervous because I was like, I just don't think I a 40, 44, almost 45. Ooh, that hurts me. Year old woman gets on stage. Someone, I'm going to give Brendan as an example. This guy, Brendan, who's a comic. I'm pretty sure either him or just, well, I don't know. Both also, they were like, but here comes a really funny guy. That was their intro. I was like, why can't we all get that? Although I'm just busting. That's fine. I get it. He knew them. They both won, or one of them won before. Brendan's set was really good, but I've heard all of Brendan's jokes. Those are the same jokes Brendan has used, which he should be using for his type 5. But what is different between his 5 and my 5 is mine are not killing at those types of audiences. They're only working when I'm doing them in these, like Friday night, Saturday. I listened back to my set last night from Friday, and I was like, all right, what is going on? Like I'm listening to the audience, my reaction. I mean, there were 20 somethings and 40 somethings. There was like a split. And it wasn't like in between. It was you had really young or you had older than me. Or late 40s, like 50s. And I just was just like, all right, well, what the fuck, man? I also feel like Friday, I did feel more relaxed in my rhythm, even more so than Saturday. I gotta get this though, because it's gonna piss me off. Because I'm not as relaxed performing in front of my fellow comedians than I am in front of some of these audiences. I think that's the problem. Like, not that I'm not relaxed. I just feel like, oh, they don't think I'm funny. But then if I kill in a show, they're like, oh, you killed it. Like, they'll be acknowledged. I'll be like, yeah, you did a really good job. Like, I know the difference now, you know. But when I was just ignoring what their reactions were because they were comics, now I'm paying attention more to it because it is really gonna fucking matter, you know. Especially because if you get on Kill Tony, the comics are the one that's really gonna have that opinion. They're the ones on the panel. I mean, and the audience, of course. But I hated my coffee out right. Hi, Sanjay. So Saturday, so right now the goal is to get some new jokes out, observational, topical, work on my writing. I also want to work on writing packets, because when I wrote packets, I feel like I got my writing got better. Packets is for like late night or for another, just in general for a comedian show. It does help. It did help when I wrote that packet for Taylor Tomlinson. I felt like very good about just writing, and for the Newsmax show. I feel I'm so mad. I don't know what happened. Not mad, but maybe I should reach out. No, I don't even know whatever happened with it. I don't know. Let's see. Writer, comedian writer. So Saturday is the competition for Jersey Shore, top Jersey Shore top comic in the Jersey Shore competition. Yep, get the name right, Michelle, because you're a part of the competition. The Jersey Shore Top Comic Competition. Yes, let's go. Let's go. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. These were the judges for that who picked the oh, hang on. I have to do something ASAP. Donna Kate slated. So I'm hoping that I just stick with my 5. So they're a little, it seems like it's a little older audience. So do I go with my stuff that has worked already, or do I try? I don't know. This is where I'm gonna get lost. Like my tape that I sent them got me to the top 10 finalists. Do I use that same material? I would think yes. No? Yes? I think so. I don't know why this won't let me log in. I gotta do. Okay. Put in the chat. Who is your favorite comedian right now? Put it in. Besides Michelle. Love you guys. Put it in the chat. Who's your favorite comedian right now? Want to know. Want to hear from you. I just want to see if it's if I can log in this way or not. I'm gonna have to call them before. Switch links. Let's do it. I don't know if you guys heard me yesterday. I did figure out the whole thing with my daughter's, the money that she raised. I was very excited. All right, so we got to do this one. So a lifetime. Boo. Mini camp. Oh no. I'm trying to enroll, so I don't know why this is not working. 2, 3. Okay. Okay, I want to enroll. A new tattoo? I don't have a new tattoo. What would be my new tattoo? New tattoo. Since you've been gone, I can't beat for the first time. What is this? Mini camp overnight? So confused. Okay. Yeah. I will not be getting any tech. Good morning, Leader What's up? Oh yeah, here guys, don't forget, if you really love the stream, you can donate right here. You know, whatever you want. If you enjoy the stream, go for it. I like this better than the super chats. If you guys really enjoy the show every day, please feel free to just shoot it on down here. And also, if you are a member, you will see the whole colonial comedy set I just posted. It is, I'm proud of it. It was a good set. But like I said, I got to fix some of these jokes. So, or take them out. All of my mom jokes have to go. No, and I don't want to say it like that. I mean, like for the, my Martin's going to kill me because it's like, it's hard for me to say goodbye to them because I'm a mom. Just, okay. I really want to do jokes about the grocery store. If one more fucking slow asshole gets in front of me, I'm going to lose it. It's every single time I go. Literally, I open, I'm going into, and it's like right here. Someone just will literally cut me off and stand there. I'd be like, it'll be like Frankenstein trying to get the fucking mangoes. You don't have teeth, sir. You can't eat mango. I mean, I guess you could. You have no teeth. That's what you do eat. But the grocery store by me is called ShopRite. If you're not in the tri-state area, it's the economical grocery place. Good morning, Joshua. And that's the place where you get so many people that are on disability or they're just roaming through ShopRite because it's their afternoon stroll or they don't have a home, God forbid. Like, I don't know. It's just, why is that? Did you know? Have you guys, I don't know, put the grocery store that you shop in the chat. I want to talk to you about this. I don't mean Trader Joe's. Okay. Trader Joe's also, like, what the fuck? There's some cool Trader Joe's. They serve like wine too. Happy Monday. We're going to do some squats, I think. Because thank you. Walmart has free delivery, but I feel like I don't want to buy my groceries from Walmart. I don't feel like, I don't know, is that the best option we're working with? Walmart is your grocery store? Okay, fair. What about like a Kroger's? Anybody near a Kroger's? That's like Florida, or no, Florida's Publix, whatever. What about, yeah, like put the name of your grocery store. It just feels like every time I go in, there is a slow human being that gets in front of me. And that's just like they're doing this and then they're stopping and they're looking around. It's like, get the fuck out of the way. And the worst part is when you are that person with the cart because you couldn't find the smaller cart and your whole cart's taken up, and then you get the cart that has the bum wheel that's getting stuck or making noise everywhere, and you just are a nuisance. You're the How many of you go to self-checkout and you need that associate every 5 seconds? It's just like the second you get to the register, it's you bring one item immediately it's assistance required. Why? I just started. Literally, your whole day could be set off by that self-checkout area. Okay, that's great that we all know the PLU code for bananas, but I'm trying to scan fucking cereal and now it's freaking out. And the second you need assistance, every single time you run an item, that shit's gonna go off. Just give us those little cards. Make your lives easier. Give us the little fucking card. If you were smart, you would know, you would get in on the in the grocery store, find a customer service person, let them give you their little card. You could sneak it out of your pocket. You get all settled in. You could start charging like on the DL. Remember when you would like buy fake IDs from somebody off the street in New York City or whatever? You could start selling those little cards that you need to move ahead in the self-checkout line. And you have your own little business right there. $30. This gets you through self-checkout in 2 minutes. They did it with TSA PreCheck in the airports. Oh, you don't want to wait? Pay another $100 and you can go to the front of the line. Push this wheelchair bitch aside. You paid an extra $100, you rich bitch. Of course I had a fake ID. You had to. I went to school on Long Island. This was not fraternity sorority houses. I think that also was illegal on Long Island or some bullshit. Like when I went to look at University of Rhode Island, they had frat houses on campus because they were allowed. They're not allowed to have that in New York or whatever the bullshit was in Suffolk, Nassau County. But of course they had a fake ID. And you would go to New York City and get the fake ID made. And then when that got taken away, you got somebody else's real ID with your picture, their picture. And I remember because I have a big face, like a wide face. So they gave me like a fat girl. I was like, I'm not. And some people were like, did you lose weight? I'm like, yes, thank you. I wait, the frat parties. I did a lot of like football parties in other neighboring colleges, and then the parties we had at Adelphi where we went to a lot of bars because there's on Long Island. There was not like, I mean, yeah, I guess there's a lot. Cakes. Oh, the dance team house. So I was part of the dance team. We had the dance team house, and we had parties there. That was a lot of fun. Oh, our dance team parties. I miss those days. That was a lot of fun. I stayed friends with most of the, like, I stayed good friends with one of them. She was in one of my, like, in my 30s. We did a dance in New York, a piece at the Emerging Artist Workshop. Stayed friends with her. I'm trying to think. I have to say, my dance team days were some of my favorite college experiences. I really loved my friends in the dance team. No one was really catty with each other. For the most part, everyone really got along. We had a lot of fun. And the parties were great because we did it during the winter break where some of the blowouts because we had to be on campus with the basketball team. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. Rewind this later. Cute how you start studying. I know I did. Did I? Oh, I thought I started on something else. We had a chant too for my dance team. It was like, what was it? It was DT work, 1, 2, 3 together. Yeah, kid, holla, chichika, and something else. And we would do in our little circle. A lot of fun. And dance team was part of the athletic department, but they used to like push us aside and be like, oh, you're not real athletes. And then eventually I stood up for us in my junior year, and then they put me on the student athletic advisory committee. They're like, sure, you want to be considered the real athletes, and you have to be a part of all the stuff that they have to do. I'm like, fine with me. And so guess who was nominated treasurer of the student athletic advisory committee her senior year? Me. It actually was very helpful to put on, well, I don't know, whatever. It didn't really matter, but I enjoyed it because I felt like I was the voice of the dancers as part of the athletes. And I also got to connect with other athletes, and it was good. It felt like camaraderie. So, and I also got to be in charge. Like we used to be the committee. We had a retreat in Long Island and in the Hamptons, which was a lot of fun. Your hold on, cold say. Your brother-in-law is Shane Gillis. If you want to come over for brunch sometime, I'll hook you up. Listen, I'm all down for that if that's the truth. But I got to be honest with you, anybody can say that. But listen, if he really is your brother-in-law, tell him to come on the live stream. We'd love to have him. It's mostly true. What's mostly true? Yeah, hit that like button, guys. It's just bizarre that's. Hit that like button. Don't forget, this week I am performing at the Count Basie Center, Vogel Theater in the Count Basie Center. And that will be, those two lights are on? Yeah. That will be for the Jersey Shore Top Comic Competition. Exciting. Yes, you just want me to come up for the brunch part. Got it. Thank you. Keep tuning in. We can all have brunch together here on the stream. So don't forget, when we get to 100 likes, we do 100 jumping jacks. So anyway, going back to the observational piece, the grocery store is the thing that I always like to really I like to comment on it because it's just so fucking annoying. And things that are annoying, I like to make jokes about because I feel like other people can relate to that shit. Every time you're in the grocery store, you got to deal with some fucking slow ass. But maybe, uh, are you doing Twitch this week? Yeah, Mondays and Wednesdays. Mondays and Wednesdays. I've been doing the gaming on Monday nights just to fuck around with it. But maybe we'll just do writing sessions. Fuck it. Trying to get I don't know the Marvel community that well, or the DC community. I watched Batman. I've watched one Spider-Man, two Spider-Mans. I can't remember if it's one or two, but I have fun learning about the shit. So I was playing that game, the Egg Challenge. What did we say? That was like a $20 thing, right? Yeah, you got to send us Streamlabs, and I'll balance the egg wherever you want me to balance on. But just know I have a meeting at 10:30. So if I have to clean egg off of myself, I need to give myself plenty of time. So let's do this first. Here, I want to do a couple crunches, and then I wanted to do the squats thing too. So if you're just tuning in, I am a comedian and I stream every morning talking about what I'm doing in comedy, try to get better, and then also just talking about some shit in life, right? I like the mindset motivational things. If you are trying to do something in your life that's like, oh, I want to start my own business, right? Definitely a place for you to be is here because we want to inspire you to get out and do it. That's what I'm trying to just do. I've always tried to promote that in addition in my content. But we also do workout. Fitness is a big part of my regimen. Well, I don't know if, ouch! Fuck, that hurt. I just dropped this on my foot. I don't know if it's like, I'd say a big part is if I was working out 4 times a day or 3 times a day. I work out, they just do this stretching, and then I run. What's up, Chopper Tom? I'm gonna get probably. All right, crunches time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ugh. Ooh, do you hear my stomach moving? It's like so funny, but what other observational things do you find that is like frustrating or annoying? Put it in the chat. And we'll make a joke about it and see if it flies tonight. I give credit to the guy who went first last night. I thought he did pretty good, especially because he took the bullet spot. But listen, it doesn't matter what spot you take, right? You need to be funny all the time, either way. Hi, Batty. Oh, somebody just sent something. Yay! Oh, good Lord. Oh, God. Oh, no. We got to do the egg challenge. Look at Lunar Beam always coming through. All right, hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm scared. What? So where is the egg challenge going to be on my arm? I'm trying to see. Where's the message? Hi. First of all, shout out to Lunar Beam. Thank you so much. Wait, hold on. Where? So where's the message though? I don't see it. Hold on. Hold on. I don't see the message. Where would you like me to balance it? Oh, ooh, mystery unk alert. All right, look at this. We got double. We get the unk alert, unk alert, unk alert. Thank you, mysterious. Okay, here we go. How many times do I try? This is gonna be hard. This is Lunar Beam sent unlimited. Oi, this is gonna be hard. You're gonna have to do it for how long? 5 minutes? All right. So to clarify, put the timer on 5 minutes. The egg challenge, you try to squeeze the egg and crack it. It's hard. Also, if what Lunar Beam did was he, ouch, it hurts my little muscle. Being a baby, it hurts my muscle when I push down on it. So he did a tip, $20. I had the little challenge list where if you want to see me do a challenge and you send a Streamlabs tip, you can see it just like what Lunar Beam did. What do we think? The other arm, maybe? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Try the other bicep. It's hurting. I think it's impossible, but we could, ouch. Ugh. It like hurts right here though when you do it. What you do? Got 30 likes, 70 more to go. So maybe we do this during the actual live show. When we do a live stream live, we have people try to balance it or try to. I don't know a way around. Here, wait. Any thoughts, suggestions? See, that hurts right here. Right here. It pushes down on the muscle. I don't want it. All right. We got 2 minutes left. Let's see. Ow. No, of course it's not hard boiled. I'll crack it open too so you could see. Crack it open in a second once it goes. Okay. Put it on the counter and smash it with your elbow. That's not with my bicep though. This is the challenge. It's like this. Should we do jumping jacks with it? Look. I'm holding it. It's hard. I don't think it's possible, to be honest with you. Maybe we should try a different challenge next time. Show you flex with your hand the other way. That way? All my veins are coming out. Whew. Lunar Beam, Gabo, Lunar Beam, thank you for the challenge. The right way? I don't know what you mean. Lunar Beam, any suggestions on how else we can get this to crack? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. This is like Martin Phillips jumping jacks. Martin Phillips. Ouch. It does start to hurt a little bit. No, I know, but I want to give you your $20 worth of challenge worth. Okay, wait, hang on. Listen, you guys are going to see that this is a real egg, by the way. This is not a hard-boiled egg. Well, actually, you guys should know that because it would automatically crack, right? I'm not wasting food. I'm going to eat it. Oh, I've tried. See? So for tonight, we're creating just observational stuff to do bang, 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 bang at these open mics. These open mics on Mondays are rough. I have to run to one and then run out to go get my daughter. And then there's another one at the Boulevard that's just, I was going to go to the Boulevard after, like there, it started at 9:30. I forgot about it. And then I was almost home and Joe Palizzati, shout out, texted me and he's like, oh, there's some people here. I said, oh, I've been gone from my house. I got to check in with my daughter. I can't just, so that's the thing is like, I don't want to like be gone for 8 hours. I don't know. I'm going to figure that one out. Because I could have used some more time in prepping a few things, but I just was like, no, I've been gone for a minute. I got to get home. So you guys can see that it was not a hard-boiled egg. Thank you, Lunar Beam, for the stream, the tip jar challenge. I'm going to call it something else. Challenge. Thank you for the chat challenge. We appreciate you. We appreciate you very much. So, for this Jersey Shore top comic competition, I'm thinking to myself now, they said 4 to 5 minutes. So what is it going to be? Because there's a whole, you have to prep 4 minutes or 5. That's going to decipher what I do when I do it. I want to do a bit about my mom in there because for the Jersey crowd, it usually gets again, I don't know. The judges are judging us as well, I think. Where can an egg be cracked? That's a great question. Over a pan. What's today's date? Today's the 17th, right? Yeah. So, Chris, what do you do again? I thought you were a firefighter. I know. I did the griddle. Sorry about that. I do sometimes. Sometimes I use the pan. Also, I've seen people at restaurants use the griddle for eggs. No? Oh, okay. So you're volunteer firefighter. Okay. When I did a show for firefighters, my friend was like, "Don't mention that volunteer firefighters don't get paid, or that there's a difference. They'll feel very insulted." I was like, "Oh yeah, no, of course not." He said so unemployed. There you go. Or a streamer. Who's the oldest? Do you guys what like? I was just curious who the oldest streamer is. Like who's one of the oldest top streamers? I'm just curious, like very curious. Who the oldest successful streamer on YouTube? The oldest officially recognized successful gaming content creator on YouTube is Hamako Mori, a Japanese internet sensation known as Gamer Grandma. That's pretty cool. Born on February 18, 1930, she's 96 years old and holds the Guinness World Record for the oldest gaming YouTuber. That's fucking amazing. Big J's been streaming for a while. Let's see if there's another one though. Like, I'm just curious. Well, I'm talking about but now this is gamers. Or do you guys feel like gamers and streamers are different, or they're kind of the same, right? Hamako Mori is killing it. Jordan Matter. Oh, he's the dad. We've watched him with his daughter. He's another one. There's a 10 oldest YouTubers in the world list. You're going to blink and be 50. You need a plan B. Jesus Christ. Honey, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. This is the plan. I have plan Bs and Cs all over the house. Okay. Rogan? No, I'm saying people like you don't like, for example, this is another one, Mr. Forthright. Mr. Forthright is an advice channel that offers questionable but hilarious comedic advice. Interesting. Tim Rawet, 73. These people are in their 70s. Fuck yeah, man. Good for them. Judy Graham, knitting tips by Judy. Yo, my mom needs to watch her. All comedians are making and growing YouTube channels. They know where they meet new comedy fans. Yeah. I just watched a comedian friend, on her story. It was a woman that turned 50. The woman looks amazing, like gorgeous. And I was like, all right, as long as like, because your skin, like this is the thing. I got to start getting like more monthly facials or something, because I do feel like the skin it lose elasticity. So I got to focus on how to fix that without getting plastic surgery. It does. I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm aware it comes to. I love how the men in the chat are like, just remember you're blinking and you're 50, bitch. I'm aware. Thank you very much. Yikes. And I'm grateful I get to turn that age. If I'm like, it's a blessing to get older. Doesn't mean the shit doesn't run it. That's the thing I was talking about the other day. I think you got to just be happy and feel validated within yourself, because 1 minute the chat's on your side, and the next minute they're like, bitch, you're almost 50. I'm aware. 50 isn't old. No, it's a mindset. Hold on, I have my cousin's messaging me. I do not. Creative producer. Hi. So less than 1% of comedians are not making a living from comedy. I'm aware of that too. Thank you, Brutus. Brutus, what do you do for a living? I'm just out of curiosity. I'm not even trying to be like funny. Just curious. I just want to know what Ambrose thinks about when she or he sends this belly dance comment. Like, I have never once belly danced when you've written that. Is that just something? Do you not know English and that's only 2 words that you know? That's great, Brutus. Oh, well, that's awesome. What do you teach? I didn't know that. There. That's why I sense the bitterness. I'm not because teachers get a lot put on their plates, and we have a heavy burden. We are in charge of 20 to 25 kids, teenagers. It's a fucking lot. Don't get paid enough. Teachers don't get paid enough, I believe. I chose the two least paying. I chose 2 fields in my degrees that pay the least. Theater and education. And then I decided to get a master's in both. I have to hop off because I got to do something before I go in this meeting at 10:30. Okay. I'm excited though. I'm pumped for this weekend and this week. Pumped for this week and pumped for today. Being a part of the process and staying in it, I think, is another piece of this where it's like it keeps the momentum flowing, right? Hi, Trent. How are you? So if you're not, how much time I got maybe like 3 more minutes. My cousin messages me and then he puts his things on silent. I don't understand. Good. Don't forget, you can, that's great. Well, everybody starts out as okay. You have to get better. For everybody who doesn't have my Twitch, when I do the Twitch tonight, I post on here, but just here, put this right here in your fungal. I think everybody it just starts out as okay. I mean, yeah, there are people that start out with just a natural flow and it works. Oki brought up something about me with interview hosting and bringing people up. Yeah, that is something I've shined at, especially when like I've said with What's Up New York. I many times had said that people were like, well, you do really well at being a host. Haven't had another opportunity to do it. I mean, Newsmax brought me on to do that trial. They found me through What's Up New York. That's my Twitch. So feel free to follow me there as well. Because tonight I go live. I'll probably try it. Depends. I have to, like 11:30 is supposed to be the time, but just keep an eye out because if I'm home earlier, I'll try to go on early. I've never been a person that takes no for an answer. If you hosted shows and uploaded content with the comics, you would be popular. Popular. I'm gonna be popular. I don't care about it. I just, yeah. I mean, the whole point is doing more interviews on the live stream. I guess I could find some of the interviews I did with What's Up New York and post them here as well. I just wanted to finish this crunches set before I did 3 sets. I just usually do like 3 sets. So this is a warm up, everybody, not a full blown workout. Feel free to do it with me if you want. Remember, when we get to 100 likes, we do 100 jumping jacks. We got to get to 100 likes though. At some point, we'll have our guests do them with us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Please, I have been doing the work. Thank you, though. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for watching the show. Thank you, Intervene, for the egg challenge. Thank you to all my mods, Oki, Vulnerability, Gabo. Brutus, thanks for tuning in as always. Chris. Everyone new that came in today, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know when I go live again. We have Drew Nickens on tomorrow night, and so we'll be back tomorrow on YouTube. Don't forget